Hi everyone, so we get lots of questions about leasing. Why do we lease? How does it work? What's the benefit of it? So what I thought is that we would just let people know why this is the most cost-effective way to pay for a vehicle. This is how I pay for my vehicle. This is how my parents pay for the vehicle, my sister, my friends. Anyone that I love and care about, they lease their vehicles because it is absolutely the most cost-effective way to pay for a vehicle. So let's just start with, how does a lease work? So I'm going to use some round numbers here, and I'm just going to talk in generalities here about just the basic foundations of how a lease works. So let's assume we have a vehicle that's a $50,000 MSRP. So MSRP stands for manufacturer suggested retail price. That would be what the vehicle was designed, engineered, and built to sell for. Let's assume it's a 48-month term. Ford Credit sets the residual based on what they know about vehicle history, resale values, and in this case, just for a round number, they're going to set that number at $25,000. That is the number that they guarantee the residual or the buyout would be worth. This is what I call it. It's the unpaid portion, the portion that you haven't paid for. But guess what? You get to drive it for the best part of the vehicle's life, right? So you're going to just pay the difference between the 50 and the 25. And here's one of the benefits. You only pay your tax as you pay your money. You're not paying tax on $50,000. You're only paying your tax on your monthly payment. And what happens? People say, oh, you know, I don't have anything at the end of 4 years. That's not true. You actually own 3 things, and they're options. And they're more options than you have than if you finance the vehicle. And here's what I mean. So let's assume that at the end of 4 years, $25,000 is your buyout. You want to trade or sell that vehicle for profit. The market is going wild. And that truck to us is worth $28,000, or to your neighbor is worth $28,000. No problem. The unpaid portion is $25,000. Anything above and beyond that money is your money. You get to keep it, put it in your pocket, put it towards the next new vehicle, whatever. It's your money. Ford Credit doesn't say, hey, we made a mistake, and ask for that money back. Here's the other scenario. Number 2, avoid a loss. Let's assume that at 4 years, your buyout's $25,000, you bring it in, but for whatever reason, this vehicle isn't worth $25,000 because cars are now powered by water, and your car is only worth $20,000. Or you had an accident and had a $14,000 Carfax. Your trucks or car is only worth $23,000. Assuming you're within your mileage, and don't worry, because we'll adjust the mileage up front to make sure it's the right mileage, you avoid the loss. You can just simply take the keys, put them on the desk, and say, hey, David, where's my next new vehicle? That resale risk belongs to Ford Motor Company, not you. The other scenario, I got a heart here, I call it the love option. It's the best vehicle you ever had in your life. You want to hold on to it, no problem. $25,000 plus tax, because you haven't paid any tax on the vehicle up until this point, remember that. And the vehicle is yours. You just complete your transaction. That's it. That is the basic foundations of how a lease works. See you next time.